Our boy Cubs is back, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're brand new to this channel, please smash that subscribe button. It is super, super important to help us grow this awesome channel. Cubs is back, fresh, firing, ready to go. He's got this. He's had the suntan. He's got the suntan on. He's been really having a fair bit of fun with that coconut oil. Yeah, you got a bit of sun there, brother. You got a bit of sun, mate. You got it all going on. The tan lines are just, I can imagine. Actually, no, I can't imagine that. No, that's for Cubs fans.
Do you want to see?
No, that's for your own fans page. So no, that's not possible. We'll leave that to another time. But dude, it's great to have you back. Hope you had a great time, and mate, well deserved holiday. Big year coming up, mate. I've got a feeling there's some good stuff coming. So it's all happening right now. However, we need to talk about something. And before I start, guys, this is not one of those is Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes dead videos. I don't like that at all. I just don't like it. I hate it. It drives me mad. I see that and I just fume. It's not one of those videos. But I need to talk about something that really seems to lately be a bit more of an issue than it used to be. And I want Cubs' opinion on this. Now, I personally have been seeing in the last couple of weeks, last month or so, long-term players, like long-term, like from the start, 5 years ago, like you and me, that have been playing this game since it started. A lot of them back in, back in soft launch, like that far ago, walking away from the game because, they've had enough. And they're just a bit worn out. And I'm not saying it's a great quality to have, but man, we got some crazy stuff these days. We got obviously real high-end relic farms we've got to deal with in characters these days. We got conquests that really, are just really, really full on. Territory wars are double the map size these days as well. And GAC is where all the money is. And there's a lot more investment and time into getting a better performance because now we need to. So, my question is this, Cubs. Am I overthinking this too much, or do you actually believe that there is a little bit of an issue when it comes to Burnout in playing this game recently?
Yeah, I think there's been an issue with Burnout, and part of the problem that I see, and I could be off, this is just my own anecdotal experience, but I think that part of it is that they just seem keen on nerfing a lot of the fun that comes to the game. I mean, we talked about Qui-Gon's Omicron in my video. What they've done with Conquest, I think, has kind of gone in an anti-fun direction. They're maybe improving that slightly with the Boba Fett Conquest, and I'm really anxious to see what they do next. Hopefully, it's in a better direction, but still, I just think a lot of those kind of fun appeals to the game that hit for a little bit and are exciting. Vader's rework that got nerfed. A lot of those things that have been exciting just seem to get dialed back.
Yeah, there just seems to be, we had fun, and I know I keep coming back to this, guys. I know, but we had a lot of fun when Conquest was released, and we're mucking around with deployable cooling systems and doing dumb stuff with it. I mean, we know that, and it was, the game was, it was broken. We get it, but we really haven't seen that level of engagement where we can sit here and use Ewoks against, some high end. Not Galactic Legend, but high-end teams, and doing, Empire against, some really crazy gas teams and stuff like that you'd never, ever use and never knock down. I mean, that was just fun. That was entertaining. We had some fun with it. It was really, really enjoyable. I mean, let's be honest, without GAC right now, the rest of it really, in my opinion, is really, really hard work. Yep. And I don't think it should be. I understand that they want us to play the game more because the more we play, a lot of people, the more they invest. And that obviously, financially, it's a good call. And there's nothing wrong with that. We know the story. We know you guys are here to make some coin, and that's totally fine. You want to pay, you go for it. Not everyone wants to. That's more than fine too. But I just find that these days I see time being of a larger value in a lot of cases, and I think I just feel like we're a bit stretched too far lately, and that's just my opinion. And I think Conquest has really tipped a lot of people over the edge. I really do.
And I think also a lot of that is just a byproduct of it's an old game. I mean, I don't think that some of this, I think there's things CG could do, and other things I think CG just, what can they do about their game being as old as it is? Like that's just a fact. And so every time you see somebody leave the game doesn't mean that it's just because CG screwed up and let them down. I think there's cases where certain things are what lead people to leave. But for the most part, I think people just start leaving the game when they're tired of the game because they've been playing it for 6 years. That's a long time to play a game. So, some of it, I think there's things CG could do, but other things, I kind of think, it's just kind of the situation, the reality that we live in this game right now.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Well, with that being said, you just mentioned a second ago there are things that CG can do, right? And I mean, well, give me an idea. Like, throw a couple of ideas at me that would really, dare I say it, lighten the load. Like, what would make it a lot better?
Okay, so I think that one of the biggest things that would help with Burnout is the word fun, right?
Yes.
This is a game after all, and a couple things that come to mind that would instantly add fun to the game is more availability of where we use our Omicrons. I think especially if they allowed us to use Omicrons in a game mode like Conquest, that could be a double positive because it's not just fun, but it's also bringing fun to a game mode where we've kind of sucked the fun out of it. And so I think that would be a big thing that they could do. They could remove crystal refreshes from Squad Arena because why the hell are they there? And that would instantly turn that game mode into more of a viable, fun spot where we could do actual testing, which the lack of testing in this game has been an issue for a very long time. So we could add the ability to challenge friends in Grand Arena. I mean, the amount of fun that you could have playing Grand Arena with people you want to play Grand Arena with is like the ceiling on that is so high. And the value that could add to this game is so high. It shocks me that they haven't explored that possibility.
Even as a one-off. Yeah, even as a one-off. I love the whole, I mean, we talked about this wanting to battle your friends. I mean, I personally, as a spender of the game, and you guys know I do that. This is nothing new, guys. But I would certainly throw some crystals aside to be able to take on someone that I've been really wanting to take on in the past if we match up in the same bracket. That would be really, really cool. It'd be fun. Not all the time. Maybe just one GAC every 4 or 5 months. It doesn't need to be all the time, but just every once in a while where you can set up one where you can match up.
Speed GAC.
Yeah. I mean, we know that format works really, really well. Yeah. So I'm down for that. I think that could be really, really cool and really engaging. And I think that the ability to take on your friends. I mean, we know that, of course, the streamers, they all want to take on a particular person because they want bragging rights. Like that would create a fair bit of interest as well. Yeah. I believe, and I just don't see. I mean, if it's a coding issue to be able to do that, well, fair enough. But, I mean, we can put man on the moon these days, so anything's possible, right? So, that's where we're at. But, guys, let us know.
Yeah.
Think would make this game less strenuous to a lot of people. I'm not saying everyone, but I know that there are a lot out there that are feeling it right now. And I think that it's certainly something that needs to be addressed. But this game ain't dying, but can it be better? Of course it can. So let us know what you guys think would make it a lot better to play. All right, let's move on to the next topic, Cubs. Sorry, I've gone on about this one a fair bit. Player voice. Okay, so this one's really interesting. I want to know, we know that when CG release a character, we have absolutely no bloody idea until the announcement pops up. Right. It depends on, of course, what CG want to bring to the game. Of course, there are, I'm sure that there are, business reasons that they need to, of course, bring characters to the game. I mean, I'm sure that this, the Lucasfilm studios say, hey, look, we want you to push this for certain reasons, promotion wise, whatever else. And that's fine too. But there has to be some sort of a window where we could get 2 or 3 characters maybe in a poll or something like that. That the actual players of the game can put their ally code in and vote for, and actually get a character that we all want added to the game, not what you want to bring us. I don't know. Am I speaking illogically here, Carbs? Does this kind of make sense? Is this something that would interest you, or are you just happy with how they're rolling characters out right now?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting idea. I think from a logistical standpoint for CG, that would probably be hard to pull off because of how much goes into bringing a character to the game. And so if they were to put a poll out there, would they do it after they've designed a character? Would they do it after, they've got 3 characters ready to go and they're just going to toss 2 in the trash? That would probably be a pretty big waste of resources. Or would we vote on it and then they would go to development? And so with kind of the way I've seen CG operate, I think this is unlikely. I think things like that have happened in other games, though, so I don't think it's impossible. It seems a little bit unlikely to me with what I've seen from CG before.
Cool. But wouldn't it be great that if we voted on an idea on a character, okay? We all voted on it. Let's just say we want another Gamorrean guard, for instance. Let's just use that as an example, okay? Let's just talk another piggy, okay? Say we want another piggy. How good would it be that if everyone voted for the piggy, but along the way we got updates on how that character's developing? Just that one character. You know, like, I think that would be
that'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
That would be really cool, and I think that would be really engaging for the community as well to see how this character is brought together, how the kit gets created. It doesn't all need to be released, all the nitty-gritty, but I'm sure that there's definitely an avenue of a behind-the-scenes type look at how this character's made, the character that you wanted us to bring. I think that there's an option to engage with something like that. But, hey, I really think it'd be interesting to see what everyone else thinks as well, Cubs.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff like that to engage your community better would be awesome. So, yeah, if they were to do that, I'd be all for it. I guess at first I'm speaking more, do I think that they would do that? I don't think they would. But I would love it if they did.
Is it worth the Twitter poll, Cubs? Is it worth a Twitter poll?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's get a Twitter poll up and running. We'll do that. How do you do one? I'm joking. I'm kidding. So, guys, look out for a Twitter poll, and we'll ask you guys the big questions. You let us know. All right, let's move on to the viewer's choice question, Cubs. Yes. For those that don't know, of course, every single week we ask Cubs a question. He has no idea what we're going to ask. If you're brand new and you don't know if you want to add a question, please do so. Jump in the Discord server. The link is below in the description. Jump in there. There's a channel in there called Rogue Actions Questions. Pop your question in there. And if it's a good one, we're going to ask it straight up. So this question is really cool, Cubs. This one's from Solo Straight this week, which I really like the question that he's brought for us. So thank you so much for the question. We really appreciate it. And, of course, this is around your favourite game mode, Cubs ships. We need to talk ships again because I know you love ships, right?
Why?
No, this one's actually quite an easy one. Will ship battles be added to Conquest in future, yes or no?
Yes, I think they will.
They will.
Mm-hmm.
How do we do that? Do we do like a Death Star trench run type ship battle node or something? Like, how would we make that happen, do you think?
I think they just have specific nodes that are ships only.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
What I'm interested in is if they would potentially have ships be like, if you can't beat this node, then the rest of the conquest you just can't do because you can't get past the node. Or maybe they would have player agency. Maybe there'd be an option like, here's a ship path, here's a character path. I don't know exactly what it would look like, but to me, it would be pretty surprising if they, with how much they are adjusting Conquest, it would be very surprising to me if they never added ships to Conquest.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think we definitely need to add ships in there. I mean, you know, we have them sitting there, right?
Don't.
You love ships, though. They're your favorite. You love ships.
It's fine if they don't.
What's this stuff called? Prestige? I keep forgetting. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's move along, shall we? It's crazy. I'm joking.
I've been saving it.
Good boy. He's finally learning. Yes. The boy's learning, guys.
I learned my lesson.
Mate. So yeah, guys, get your comments below. Let us know what you guys think. Do you want ship battles in Conquest, yes or no? And if so, what type of ship battle nodes would you like? What would you like to do? How would you like to engage? Let us know, and we'll follow it up, and yeah, we'll answer them as well. Check them all out. So, Cubs, we're back, mate. GAC's back this week. We're up and ready to go, mate. You'll be streaming again. I assume, is it on Thursday this week? Is it Thursday you'll be up and about?
Every day I'll be up there, and we'll just come jump on stream whenever I'm live.
I love it. It's good to hear, mate. I'm absolutely thrilled. Welcome back, my friend. I hope you had a great break. Very happy to hear it. We'll be back again, of course, next week. All going well, we'll be back on Monday, which is our plan of attack. So we'll let you know, guys. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Let's see what the rest of the week's got in store for us. Have a great week. Be safe. Have fun. We'll see you on the flip side. Love you, Cubs. Thanks for being awesome. See you, brother. Bye,
See you guys. Bye.